Every once in a while, we video stuff that just doesn't make it to our regular videos. And there's a whole slew of reasons why that might happen. In today's video, we're going to be showing you guys how we fixed our driveway. See, during the springtime, when the snow melts or when we get big storms, we have a marsh across our road, and that threatens to flood into our property. Now, to prevent that, we needed to fix our driveway. And so in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you. This video was taken, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it just never made it into any other videos. But we're going to show it today. But the other thing that we're going to be showcasing in this video today is my attempt at cleaning some barrels. So we had brought 3 rain barrels with us from Illinois when we originally moved here in 2021. And they've just been sitting around. Now that we have the greenhouse done, I wanted to move those barrels and get them, kind of stored away, away from everything and out of the way from over up by the other cabin. And so in order to do that, though, I wanted to make sure I cleaned them because they were still in the same condition as we got them. And that was just nasty. So we're going to be showing you my attempt at cleaning them out and then getting them stored away. So Whitco cannot wait to get back into the woods. But we got to put a little leash on him, a little vocal leash on him to keep him in the yard area. Otherwise, he will go out there and who knows what he'll find. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run the reel and let you guys see how we fixed our driveway. And then I'm going to show you my attempt at cleaning some barrels, which you'll have to stay tuned for because, yeah, I did have a little mishap with that. But then I'll be right back. Enjoy the video, guys. It is really humid today. Not so hot. I mean, the sun is hot, but the humidity is, man, it's terrible. I've got this low spot right here at the gate. It goes from about the road over to about right here. I'm gonna bring in some gravel. We're gonna lift this up about 4 or 5 inches. See if we can't help, strengthen up this section of the driveway here. We will have to take off the gates and move the gates up. So, yeah, it's hot. It's going to take a lot of trips of gravel. But I think once I'm done, it'll work out real well. And we can get rid of some of these little mud holes that are back here. So that'll be nice. Well, it has been a couple hours, but we managed to get all of our gravel over here at the driveway. We wanted to go about 5 inches thicker, and I think we're about there. So the next step now is I'm going to use the hand rake and try to level this out, and then we'll drive over it a few times and pack it in, and we should be good to go. All right, so now that we've got it spread and we've driven over it with the tractor, it's not completely packed, but it'll certainly work for what we needed it for now. Because honestly, most of the packing is going to get done as we're driving on it. So I just wanted to kind of get it in place and set. Now, the reason we did this is because we have this marsh here and the last few years it's threatened to flood us. And so these last couple of years, what I've done is I've added gravel along this edge here, but the driveway here had always been a little lower than we wanted. So figured we have the gravel, now would have been a great time to do it, so we did it. So very happy with the way it's come out. So really the next step is I've got to pull the gates off, and we're going to move these hinges, and we're going to lift the gates about 4 inches. So moving the gates is going to be relatively straightforward. These are the bolts that hold the gate on this little hinge here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take these bolts out. We're going to re-drill the holes about 5 inches above, 4 or 5 inches, and then reset the gates. So because of the immense wet ground that we have, and come the fall or the springtime when we have the frost heave, this post is loose. So we do plan on replacing this, but not until next year. So until then, we're going to use this 2x4. We're going to kind of get it in here like this. We'll attach the 2x4, little big rock down at the bottom, and hopefully this will hold it in place, at least until next year when we can go ahead and replace this post. All right, after a little bit of finagling, we finally got them up. Oh, that was exhausting. It's been a hot day, but we got the gates risen. Now I am going to bring a little bit of gravel to kind of cover that up because there is a gap underneath there. And we just tested it out with the dogs. Matcha can easily get underneath there, and that's what we want to prevent. But overall, I think they look good. And and I also put a rock in the center here so that the lock has some place to fit inside. Before it was just on the gravel, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. So hopefully we get some rain here, and after driving on this should pack down pretty well. It has been a long day. It is so humid out. I am exhausted. I think I'm going to call it. And Jen is in the outdoor kitchen right now making some homemade pizza, which is phenomenal. And yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of chillax the rest of the day. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. Here's what the driveway looks like today. It is awesome. It really is awesome. Now we did have to put some gravel here right underneath the gate because Miss Matcha was able to easily get underneath it, and we don't want that. The 2x4 that I put here has been helping greatly, keeps the fence in line. Now we're going to eventually replace the posts here. There's something I want to do over here, but we'll get to that probably next summer. So for now though, this driveway is perfect. We have had some pretty big rains, and the water stays on the road and on that side of the property, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So This has been a big win for us. All right, so now let's take a look and see how I clean 3 barrels. Oh my gosh, I love the sound of Rex. I love it when he crows like that. Just reminds us that we are homesteading. And we're not in the city anymore. We're not getting up to drive 40 miles a day to go to the office. I just love it. All right, anyways, so how are the barrels doing? Well, they're doing great. They're over here, they're out of the way, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. Now, what I didn't want to do is lift the barrels up, angle them, and have them slide off of the forks, but that's exactly what happened, and I didn't realize it when I did it. So after my little mishap, I went ahead and chained the pallet to the forks, and then I was able to angle it and rinse them out and get them all cleaned up. So, you know, it's projects like that, little things that we just do daily around here. Sometimes they make it into our videos, and sometimes, like these two, they just don't. But the projects are just never ending. And you know, I've said it 100 times. We have big projects and we have little projects. Success and failure is in the details, and a lot of times it's the smaller projects, the ones that we do every single day to keep this homestead running and to keep it progressing. Those are the projects that really are the most meaningful. Well, it is Sunday and it is a beautiful day and it is our day off. So I'm going to head back in the cabin and we're going to sit down, and it's about lunchtime. So we're going to probably grab some lunch and just kind of relax today and enjoy this beautiful weather. We hope you do the same. Thanks a lot for sticking around and watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you folks on the next video.